Hi, welcome to a video of my flea market finds plus some friends gifts for Saturday, August 1st, 2026. I need to put some context. A dear friend of mine visited me because I'm making this video several weeks later. I fell behind. He visited me he arrived on Friday, July 31st. 2026, and he left on Wednesday, August 5th. So this video is just for my own finds for the date I gave, the 1st of August. So we went to one first flea market. First purchase I made was a sealed 12-inch record. It was the only good record in the box. Was a small box. Trashed garbage, like records ready to throw out, and this one was sealed, so the other extreme of the spectrum. And it's a 12-inch disco single by Space, electro disco band from France. I love his music, not very good, from the album Just Blue, and as usual their instrumental B-sides are much better, and this is just called Just Blue. I love that side. That side kicks ass. I've opened it right away to make sure it wasn't warped, and outdoor flea market record finds, you have to be careful. Sometimes they spend time under the sun, they can warp. Next purchase, a nice regular seller. Sold us, me and my friend, $1 CDs. My friend bought one. It was Schoolhouse Rocks, because I remember it was in a nice yellow case. We listened to some of it. I got these two CDs for $1 each. Laverne Baker, Soul on Fire, the best of Laverne Baker. I was a bit annoyed that it has Jim Dandy, but it doesn't have the other side, Tra-La-La, which I have on 78. Unless I have two different 78s by her, and it's on a different record, but it has Tweedledee, but it doesn't have a Tra-La-La, which are similar but different. Anyway, for $1. And 20 dynamic hits, original artists, Chelsea Records, Chartbusters. Got it because it has discotheque and the sexolettes, but it has Jim Gilstrap. I have an album by him. I'm curious to see if there are any. And Fester Funk and his Queens, 8th Street Funk Band. I said for $1, sure. So I got those two CDs for $2. After that, I splurged on a little thing I didn't need, but it was too cute to pass. It was 15. I got it down to 10. A realistic compact SCP-32 stereo cassette tape player, so it doesn't record, but it has auto reverse, and it can play Dolby, and normal or chrome and metal tapes can be played on this thing. You can change the direction. So all it has is the power and two audio output, and it doesn't have any power button, which I find weird. It had a cassette inside. Somebody left a cassette, and I don't have any bugs. Then I don't know what I'll do with it. Don't think I'll play it because it's John McDermott, Love Is a Voyage, and then Holy Cold Trio, BASF cassette. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with it. Probably going to give it. I don't need any blank tapes. I don't record anymore. I have some boxes of blank tapes I've never opened. Then I found something that was on my want list. I'm on the thing on the right page here. Yeah. Some seller had some board games. My friend bought some board games there. I think it was a Goof Troop or something like that game. I got this one, a memory game, but not just any memory game, the memory game we played with this thing, my dad, my younger brother, and me, and myself. Sometimes after work, after supper, during work days, my dad would take this game out and he would lay a plank. He still uses that plank today to play solitaire while he watches TV. And me and my brother would sit next to him, and we would play this memory game. This particular, so all of these images are the images of my childhood. Like this is the game we played, and it's missing 4 cards, but at least these are the 4 images missing. So I have all of the images. So I could like remember this one. I remember. This is vague. This I don't remember. This one we played with this 49.5 years ago. We have a photo in our album, and it was taken around the holidays of the end of '76, beginning of '77, with this very game. So this game is a well. This actual game is, it says 1968, I think, on the box. But we had this game at least 49 years ago, yeah, 1968. So for $5 I was really glad to get this. I was bummed out that it was missing some cards, but I was glad to get all the pictures. Then we had lunch back home, and then we went to a different flea market after lunch, and there were some two kiosks selling records. The first one had a liquidation on his, I'll say it, overpriced records, and I saw this at 50% off. It was $20, so that would have been $10. I passed. I wrote down the title. I checked home. I said, it's not bad, but I don't want to pay $10. This time it was his records were 75% off, so that came down to $5. So, I'll switch to French. Spécial copain, Eddie Vartan et son orchestre. Distributed by London Records. It's not bad. It's not absolutely terrific, but it's very good. Then I got this. Again, j'ai-tu parlé en anglais quand j'étais supposé parler en français, moi? C'est ça. Puis Eddie Vartan et son orchestre. Puis je crois que c'est, de toute façon, c'est de la musique instrumentale. Puis je crois que c'est le frère de Sylvie Vartan. Fait que c'est ça. Puis j'ai trouvé ici Paul Vincent, il faut que ça marche. Je l'ai déjà, mais je pense que le mien avait un défaut, j'étais pas sûr. Il a déjà été 10, il était 7, donc avec 75% de rabais. Mais ça revient à 1,75 si je ne me trompe pas. Voyons voir. Ouais, c'est ça, 1,75 pour celui qui était 7. Parce qu'il faut que ça marche. Puis connaissez-vous Haha, mon oncle, j'ai un oncle qui avait ce 45 tours là quand j'étais petit. These were 10 with 75% rebate, come down to $250. And those who watch my videos regularly remember that earlier this year, I think around in spring, I got some from another seller. Actually, we'll get to that, where he sold me these coming up, these following records. He sold me some of these for much cheaper, but still for $250. I wanted to add them to my small little collection of radio shows. So this was a United Stations Radio Networks, and it's for a show for Tuesday, June 13th, 1989. And it's a bunch of retro music and sometimes interviews and commercials. So we have At the Hop, Danny and the Juniors Get a Job, See What's Raise, interview with Lou Christie, and the Gypsy Cried Lou Christie, Network Position, Columbia Ghostbusters, General Foods, etc. We have interview with Tommy James, that's pretty cool, Hanky Panky, this time Troy Shondo, Money, That's What I Want by Barrett Strong, Network Position, Alka-Seltzer, Dole, Frozen Desserts, Louis Kingsman, interview with Mike Mitchell from the Kingsmen, Walk Don't Run Ventures, more commercials, Caprice, interview Nick Santa Maria, Caprice, There's a Moon Out Tonight, Caprice, okay, 5 Satins, more commercials. And this is interesting. One Summer Night, Dan Lears, I've checked because it rang a bell. I actually own a Canadian 78, I think it's Canadian. It's on the AMC3 label, I think a blue label. I have One Summer Night by the Dan Lears on the 78, which I got in a yard sale in October 2004. Sea of Love, Phil Phillips and the Twilights, and Hey Paula, Paula and Paula. Attention, Solid Gold Scrapbook Blocks affiliates only. To make the show work properly, a brief space of music only has been provided for you to fade out on. Anyway, so that's for $250, sure, why not? And I got another one here. This one was for Thursday, August 9, 1990. Alley-Oop, the Hollywood Argyles. Interview with Dwayne Eddy. I'm skipping some titles here. And a Dwayne Eddy piece, Because They're Young. Crest, Fats Domino. It would have been cool to have a Fats Domino. And there's a typo, Dwayne. And General Foods, Coffee, Drugstore. Interview with Brenda Lee. I'm sorry with Brenda Lee. Mule Skinner Blues. Defender Man. Twist Chubby Checker. Rubbermaid commercial. Jackie Wilson, Snow Never Elvis. Interview with Hank Ballard with Finger Popping Time, which I have the original album of. Hank Ballard and Midnighters. Boom Boom Boom, Hooked on Math. Walk Don't Run, The Ventures. Interview Ray Peterson. Tell Laura I Love Her, Ray Peterson. Kmart, Subaru. Interview Roy Orbison. That's so cool. Only for $2.50. Yay! Then to the next kiosk, right next to it, two records, a $12 and a $4 record. So I got it down to the $12 record. There was a scuff on it. I got it down to 10, so $14 for both records. Let me make sure that's exactly, yes, exactly. And this one, of course, I collect Isaac Hayes records. I have this on CD, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have the CD. I wasn't sure if I had the LP, about the LP. And yep, there we go. Groovathon, Isaac Hayes, 1976. And ça, c'est une compilation que j'ai prise parce que bon, pour la majeure partie des chansons produites par Guy Cloutier, c'est son étiquette qui sortait des disques de Claude François au Québec, comme Le Téléphone pleure, qui est là-dessus. Puis la raison que je l'ai pris, c'est parce qu'il y a certaines chansons qui existent juste en 45 tours normalement. Et le pressage est de CBS. Donc Columbia CBS, un bon pressage avec une bonne qualité. Puis il y a des tunes importantes de mon enfance comme Rhythm Kung Fu, Banzai, Chinese Kung Fu, c'est les deux bords du même 45 tours, Agadou, mais c'est surtout pour Un jeu de fou, qui est une chanson que j'adore de mon enfance. Puis il y avait aussi Si tu pars, emmène-moi de Johnny Farago. En tout cas, ben du stock de mon enfance pour $4, je vais le prendre. Childhood Memories, 45 only. I got this because it's a CBS pressing, the quality is good. And so $14 for those two records. Next, we went to another kiosk in the same flea market. I found two items at $8 each. Got a little tiny dollar rebate, so it comes down to $7.50 each. I'll switch to French. 7 piastres et demi pour les deux items, chaque item, pardon. C'était 8 piastres et 8 piastres, 16, mais le fait à 15, ça fait 7 et demi. Je collectionne des bandes dessinées de Germain Inou, il m'en manque plusieurs. Puis ça c'est le numéro 12 et ça vaut quoi? Le fils gagne le million. Là c'est le père qui l'engueulait tout le temps, qui est obligé de... J'ai pas fini de lire, j'ai juste commencé de le lire, là, puis j'ai hâte de le finir. Vous trouvez ça bon, c'est le meilleur celui-là. Oh. Puis ici, je collectionne les disques de Joubert Bécaud qui valent absolument rien. Il n'y a personne qui achète des disques de Joubert Bécaud aujourd'hui en 2026. Ma collection ne vaut absolument rien, la collection de Bécaud. Mais celui-là, je ne l'ai jamais vu. C'est un pressage français de 1989, BMG Ariola. C'est ça, ça s'appelle Fais-moi signe de Joubert Bécaud. Je n'ai bien sûr aucune chanson connue là-dessus, absolument pas. À moins qu'il y ait reprise quelque chose de son passé. Non, j'en vois pas du tout. Il y a une chanson qui s'appelle Bécaud. Fait que j'ai pas eu le temps d'écouter du tout. Mais c'est sûr qu'il fallait que je le prenne, même si c'était un peu cher pour un disque de Joubert Bécaud. So yeah, Bécaud is unfortunately not as collected as other French singers of his time, like Brassens or Jacques Brel or Aznavour. Joubert Bécaud is like forgotten. I resent that. It's one of my favorites. Anyway. Then we'll switch to same day, but later in the day, after supper, my friend gave me some gifts, some gifts for visiting me, and so no, we forgot one item before we go to the gifts. The other floor of the flea market, I got this 3 DVD set of some best of Underdog. And it was marked 10. I got it down to 5 because there's some scratches on the DVDs, especially Volume 3. I wasn't sure if they would play well. Me and my friend only checked the bonuses of some of the discs, mostly on the first disc. So far it played well. and they even gave me a bag to put it in. So Underdog, yep. So now we're switching to my friend's gifts. Let's see what he brought me. So some Beatles stuff. 2 of the 4 photos that went that came in the white album. Told me in case I need them. So I have some white albums that don't have any photos, so I'll put them. We have, of course, John. What am I saying? George and Paul, and a 2000. He marked 2030 on it. 2002 calendar, so I understand this will work in 2030, so it'll be a Beatles calendar. I won't go through all the pages there, but you get the point. Okay, and he gave me as well these 2 McDonald's Happy Meal Snoopy figures that came from Australia, McDonald's Australia. There you go. And this flip book, comic book flip book of the Pink Panther Adventures in Zealand, and you have a little flip book in the corner. I don't know how it will turn out. I usually collect little comic books that have flip books, unless they're expensive. And we have this children's record, Snoopy's Christmas. That's all they could put without breaking some copyright rules, so that always makes me laugh. But it's the long record inside. I'm only mentioning it so I don't wonder what happened when I pull it out of my memory box in a few years. And so this should have been number 2607. This is number 1995, Jingle Bells, beginning and end. Conclusion on the other side. So we have this. 3 Underdog books. Don't know the numbers. 612, 702, 710. I don't know if those are the actual numbers. They are from 76 and 77. So there we go. We have this one, that one, and that one. Never too much Underdog. And he left. Oh, and these 3 cans he won for me at a local auction, because I told him to get the lot. Was a lot of 3, and I said I need this Libby's can. I remember it. Libby's. It's too bad there's a promo there that's hiding a big chunk of the image, but the essentials are there. I remember this lettering. I remember. My goodness. The only thing I think that Libby's wording was bigger. But this is 1973. I was only 5 years old when this specific can, because all 3 cans are from 1972. I'll tell you in a moment why I know. My mom had some 126 rolls, films like that. Square photos. York, de Fantaisie Poitrine Tendre, Fancy Tender Peas, Toronto, Canada. This is wow, a Vancouver, BC, product of Taiwan. The Republic of China. Mushrooms, stems and pieces, in English on both sides, mind you. There we go. And both 3 cans. All 3 cans were stuffed with newspapers. They're pretty brittle, so I just want to mention the dates and the provenance, which is all over the place. This is the Victory from Wednesday, June 6, 1973, and it's from Saint-Eustache in Quebec. Near where I live. Yeah, I almost gave away where I live. This one is June 6, 1973, De Montagne, which is not too far from Saint-Eustache. I think that's the other half. Yeah. Here we have, quickly, because I'm running out of memory on my 28. Toronto Star, Saturday, July 28, 1973. Some 77-cent sale in Homestead. Some comics, Nancy, Handicap, etc. This one is Montreal Star. I said it was all over the place. Tuesday, July 10th, 1973. This one is Montreal Star, Saturday, June 2nd, 1973. And this one is Okay, July 28, 1973. There we go. These were the papers that were stuffed tightly in the 3 cans. I pulled out carefully. It took me a while. And finally, he left me. He left it there, so I didn't know. I said, "Hey, you forgot something." "No, it's a gift." "Oh, okay." And it's Lucky from 101 Dalmatians. Little figurine. So yeah, thank you again very much for your nice gifts, especially that. That might be still my favorite item on the whole video. Although the memory game is whoa, but this goes so well in my collection of groceries items. So before I run out of memory on my card, thanks for watching. Hey.